man.
Agriculture.
The science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival.
They have represented me with the worst image, but I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance.
The man.
I Chelasway, I say, any country that use.
Hi, I'm your host tonight on What Matters at the Roundtable. Stanley, West, McPherson. October the 22nd, 2019. We're live on Pegasus, Channel 13, Spectral, TV Cable Network. We're live in the studio, and you can call in, area code 607-272-0319. But if you missed tonight, we have a broadcast for 6 days a week. Hey, we are working around your schedule, so you don't have to miss no shows. And if you don't have cable, Pegasus has a website that you can go on, and guess what? You can see us. Or we can send you a direct link to your phone or your tablet. But you can get the show. And not just this show, but previous shows from what we've been saying from the beginning. So, hey, you can get a direct link. We send links all over the world. Yes, in Turkey, Center. Also, one of our crew members, we send a direct link, yes, in Thailand. Yes, Emily, she gets a direct link. Hey, we send direct links to France, Ben, and he was here. Also, Roy in India, and I met him in Washington, D.C. So, hey, and he's working on, guess what? The living wage as well in his country. So it doesn't matter where you at, you can get a direct link. So you can get the show at any time. Quebec, Canada, they get it. So, hey, you can get it as well. We're trying to make sure that everybody that wants the show can get it. And that's what we're here to do. I want to give a shout out to my grandbabies, Storm and Sunshine. Also, I want to give a shout out to my ladies, Kendra H. She's a model. She's stepping up. She's doing her thing. Right now, she's got a lot of things out there. And so, hey, we want to say, Kendra, do you. You know what to do. Keep it going. And also, Rosadar S. and Sunshine. Also, Julie Cash. And Rachi, yes. Alexander Rachi, Jamaican, Japanese woman, yes. Also, a Syrian woman, Jasmine. I want to give her a shout out. I want to give a shout out to those. Also, my DJ. Yeah, she's a good DJ. DJ Hannah B. Yes, I hope she come on to the city so she can spin some wheels here. You know what I mean? Hey, she's definitely good, okay? And she's in Portugal. So, hey, I know a lot of people don't know about that, but hey, she's doing good things out there. So, hey, you keep up the good work, DJ Hannah B, okay? Also, give a shout out to Pimplia in Australia. Yes, definitely want to give her a shout out. Let her know that, hey, Australia is a good place. Sometime we'll take a vacation there. Hey, you know what? So, only thing, the driver is on the other side. the left-hand side, okay? But, hey, don't worry about it. We'll fix it. Right now, we just want to let you know that, hey, we are working for you. So, also, for the U.S. Women's that won the championship, it said equal pay. Yeah, I'm for that too, because if I'm for the living wage, then I am for women getting equal pay. Yeah, the same pay as a man. That's right. I said that. And we said that here on What Matters at the Roundtable. That's right. Equal pay. You know, the women's is winning, the men ain't winning a doggone thing. They ain't win nothing. The Yankees is out of it. Okay? The Astros bust them in the head. And I know a lot of people lost crazy money because they betted on the Yankees. Now, the Yankees is my team. I was born a Bronx bomber, okay, because I'm from the Bronx. But if they can't get their game together, all them home runs they was hitting in the regular season, now they couldn't get that, I ain't trying to hear that. But I know what the real deal was. I don't see a lot of African Americans on that team, like Bobby Bonds and all them players that was really putting that icing on the cake, putting them home runs in there. I don't see that. Where they at? You know? So that's another thing. I got a racial problem. That's my team, but they got a racial problem, though, because I don't be seeing all, you understand, these people that was putting this thing together, but when I was watching the game, going to the stadium, okay, in the stand, rooting for them, Bobby Bonds and all of the best, Reggie Jackson, all of them boys, they was doing it, okay? Now, you don't see them no more. You got one or two, and that's it. Where's the rest of them at? You know, so, hey, I want the Nationals to win because they're more of color, Latinos, okay? Let them win some, because a lot of people is racism. They racist about these, so I want them to win that one. So let them get that one, okay? So I'll be keeping an eye on that time for time. But here with me in the studio, live, co-host, Milton Webb. How you doing, Milton?
I'm doing, Stan. What's up? How
All
you
right.
doing? And yeah, congratulations to those women who won. And as far as equal pay goes, this is where I stand. If she can do the job, she should get the pay.
That's right.
Okay? Don't make a difference on what it is, driving a truck, you know, throwing boxes, assembly line, it don't matter. If she do the job and she got it right, pay her right. And that's the whole thing. Who can say? She probably is doing a better job than a guy. So that equal pay stuff, yeah, it's long overdue. So women, get out there and do your thing. Do what you need to do, because this is what matters at the round table. Because if you don't get paid, that means you don't get fed. Okay? If you don't get fed, that means you ain't got no money to buy food or your children, you know, see what's going on, what's happening. Hey, if they can do it, pay them. Give them the cash. You know, you sit there and you ridiculed women all these years. Some of the best business people in the world are women. Who ran your household? Okay?
That's right.
All right, so when it comes right down to it, it's like what? What are you going to say? What are you going to do? They was hollering for mom, I need this, mom. Dad was gone at work. And if mom was at work and dad was home, dad. Okay? But dad couldn't do it like mom. So therefore, if that woman is out there busting it, putting in the time, hey, hitting that grind, give her the pay. That's what she need. That's it. And, hey, when it comes right down to it, all right, your racial profiling these women about their jobs, y'all need to be shaming yourself. Because remember, that's somebody's sister's mother, aunt, cousin. Could have been yours. You don't know. So would you let your mother not be paid because of the job that she does? Give them women the money. Give it to them. They deserve it. They earned it. That's what I'm talking about.
I want to make a statement as far as this our president. This our president says Chief Commander in Chief talked about he's being lynched. You know, why is this man using this word when he know that so many Negroes, okay, of this country has been lynched and killed, even false misidentification or lying that the government and white folks, Caucasian people, Europeans has done, and he's using this word as like this is something. Oh well, it's like calling somebody a racial name, and he's using it as it's like it's all ice cream, it's all good. Like he is on that level that what they done to these people. Okay, they didn't kill these people. They didn't kill him. Okay, but they didn't kill and lynch and burn these people, Negroes, African Americans, and he's using this word like it's all right. Okay, well, I'm here to tell you a Negro. Okay, that word that you use is, this country have not even apologized. They apologize to the Hebrews, to the Jews. You apologize to all of them, but you have never apologized to the Negroes. Only one man, one president, and that was President Clinton. Okay, President Clinton apologized. Okay, to the Negroes. All right, Black American. For this man to use this, okay, and he affiliates with the Ku Klux Klan and all of the racists and all of that, the Aryans. He did that. He funded them. He's on their side. So why would he even use the word? Because you know why? Because they playing a game with him and they want to impeach him and all of this and all of that stuff with the Russians. All that's real. But my thing is, y'all are going over and over with this thing, and you know, 2020 is coming around, and it's a game. He's still going to be on the ballot. People still going to vote for him. They still going to wash away people's votes. They still going to throw stuff away. When I go to the poll, they still going to make it like it's the 24th district or it's the 23rd district. It's a game, okay? And I'm not trying to hear that. So we're telling you from this show here that that lynching that he used something, and then he's using it as a mockery, okay? Because for him to be lynched, they would have to really drag him in the streets, okay? All right, and let dogs eat on him and bite on him and do what they did to our family, our ancestors, our great-grandmothers. And see, because we saw that with Dr. Martin Luther King and all of them when they was marching, all that. This is what they did. So I'm saying, no, don't use that, Chief Commander. Don't do that, because you ain't suffered none of that. Okay, they just doing you like Nixon, getting you out of office. Okay, Nixon, Watergate scandal, all of that. That's what he did. So you doing your thing. So you and Nixon, y'all hang out together. President Nixon, you and him hang out because that's what y'all did. But don't use lynching, because that's what this country, okay, did to Negroes, African American, people of color that they didn't like. All right, so I'm here to tell you, don't do it, because that word doesn't go. It doesn't suit. It fits you, because you wasn't dragged in the streets. All right, they didn't bite. The dogs didn't bite on you. They didn't pour water on you. They didn't gas you. They didn't put you on a stake. They didn't hang you. They did none of that to you. So that word, don't even use that word. Now I want to go to something else. I'm going to go to the banks where you got your loan from, your $2 billion that you don't want to turn over, documents. Okay, we're going to go to them now, the banks, all right, the Federal Reserve, all of these banks that receiving notes, okay, or receiving documents, legal documents that they don't want to follow by under the code. And this is the code regulation of the banks that they need to follow, and they're not following. And we're telling them, hey, you got to follow that code, okay? Because it's there. It's written for you to follow.
Well, for one thing, Stanley, they're sitting up here looking at it like, well, we don't want to give him that loan because, all right, it could be anything. The color of his skin, he might not didn't like the clothes he was wearing that morning, or he might have had on a hat that he didn't like. He might have, he might want to go for the Nationals and not the other team. All right, he might want to go for, anybody. But the whole bottom line is this here: they got you in the palm of their hand. Whether they want to put that pen on it and say, okay, or deny it. All right, these are what they do in the bank. And they looking at it and hoping that you don't know nothing about their industry. They don't know nothing about what goes on in the bank other than you go in there and cash a check, get money, and leave. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people don't know what banking laws are. So when you hand them a document, they're sitting up there looking at it like, well, I don't want to give him that money. Okay? I don't want to give him that. I don't want him to have that. So therefore, let's instead of giving it to that gentleman right there, let's give it to this gentleman over here. All right? But that's a gentleman that you know. Someone you don't know. Somebody that's trying to help get up on their feet. You don't want to help them. All right?
Right.
So when it comes right down to it, people, and a lot of y'all are sitting out there saying, well, where do they get this information from? We've been black all our lives. Okay? We know exactly how this works, how it goes down. We see it. We grew up in the 60s. Okay? So we know what the deal is. Mm-hmm. All right? We see that. So you can't tell me about the 4 little black children that got bombed in that church, that died in that church. You don't know nothing about that. And if you do, you only heard about it. The repercussions, you don't know nothing about the repercussions of that. All right? Every time you did something to somebody, the repercussions that happened to that family, the neighborhood, all right? Anybody, everybody. Because when you're in that neighborhood and you, at that time, let me explain something to you. You couldn't do nothing around the corner down the street, okay? Now ask yourself, how was it when you got home, your mother knew about it, but she didn't have no phone? Okay? So what is it? Don't sit there and act like this stuff don't happen. Like as far as innocent children, men, women getting shot and killed, all right? And then the police officer getting a slap on the wrist. But nobody never told you who was on the panel that say it was justified. Who was on that panel? Because you didn't go to court for that. None of that. Young man, 14 years old, gets shot in the back by a police officer. It's justified. Somebody need to call the show and tell me how is that justified, whether you're an officer of the law or any whatever. So how is that justified? When do you mess around here and say enough is enough? But if I shot a police officer, he shot a police officer, oh, we're public enemy number 1. Now all of a sudden you want to put us up here and throw away the key. But that man just killed 3 or 4 people, and all y'all did was slap him on the wrist, and you paid him while he was off duty. Okay? So where's the justification in that?
This is what they've been doing for centuries.
Centuries.
They've been doing this for centuries.
Yeah.
I told you all they did was they just took the mask off.
Took the sheets off.
The sheets off, and they put on the blue suit and a badge, and now they're doing it. They don't even cover their face, so you see them doing it, and they still don't get in trouble. Okay, you see them, you see their face and everything. They don't get in trouble. So this is what I'm saying. And then they trying to get guns off the street. Get off the street for what? Who they trying to get the guns off the street for? From you?
Yeah.
Because you're going to revenge some of your family members that they didn't kill. Who they trying to get the guns off the street for? Because because that's not going to happen. Okay? Because guns off, so they get the only ones that have the guns.
That's right.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's what they voting for. So they can only ones have the gun, and then when they shoot you in the back, you can't do nothing about it because you ain't got nothing to protect yourself. See, that's all hogwash. But I want to go where the money is at. There's the banks. I want to go where the money. I need to go to the money. I need to get the money.
Well, let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about these cops. We could deal with them. We strap up. We could deal with them. But I want to go where the money is at because I see if you go and get this money, listen, you move things. Power is money. Money is power. Money is a defense. Okay? And this is what we're talking about. Get this money and help people get out of poverty because poverty, man, is listen. That's basically that's going to hell. Poverty. There's so many people in poverty, man. Look at these third world countries. They ain't got nothing to eat. They ain't got nothing. They in poverty. I mean, water. Period. And the government is shutting that down, shutting them up, and them people, they just come in to form Voltron on people because they saying just like those 4 men in the Bible. They say, listen, if we're gonna die here. But I'm not gonna sit here and die. I'm going to go and do what I need to do. And them 4 Hebrew men, them lepers say, I ain't going to die here. I'm not going to sit here and die. I'm going to go and walk on and do what I need to do. And I'll die. I just die going down that way. But I ain't going to sit here and die and do nothing. Okay? And that's in the Bible. Okay? And these 4 leprous men. And that's where they went to the camp. And the camp with nobody in there. They had food, jewelry, and everything. Gold and everything, because they didn't sit where they want to sit and die. They didn't sit there where the people want them to sit and die. They got up and went and marched on and went to a place and got food, clothes, raiment, gold, silver, everything. It was too much for them to carry, okay? Why? Because God seen that they wasn't playing no games. They wasn't going to sit there and just die. Well, that's what we're saying, the same thing. We ain't going to sit here and die in poverty because you want to keep the money, because you want to do what you want to do, because the government want to do this and do that. We're not trying to hear that. You know, we're going to go and do what we need to do. We're going to go to these banks and go and do what we need to do, okay? Because we know where they go. Look, just one of the banks the other day, the people's money, loans, and just the proceeds that they got off of the assets they got off the loan, you know what they did? They bought private planes, extravagant off your money, okay? Also, the Republicans and the Democrats does that with donation money. Same thing, they bought planes, extravagant, vacations, chill off that $3 that they tell you on your phone. Just donate $3, donate $5, $10, $20. All of that money added up to billions of dollars. And they campaign money, and they took it, and they got trips, and went around the country, and you starving, you broke, you in poverty, don't know where your next meal coming from, and they chilling, vacation, Bahamas, Florida, out of this world, out of this country, and you ain't got nothing. I'm telling you, I'm like those leprous men in the Bible. I'm not gonna sit here and die. I'm going to push on and move. If I die down the road, that's so be it. I'll die down the road. But I won't sit here with nothing. If I got to go down there, then I'm going down there. If I die down there, that's so be it. But at least I went to my destination. I ain't going to sit here and die in poverty. So I need y'all to get that straight, okay? And don't look at me like, oh, I'm saying something new. I'm saying what the Bible's saying. I'm saying what the word is. And God moved things out when you move. When you move, he moved. Because he see you ain't playing. And that's what he don't like cowards. Okay? Everybody in that Bible wasn't cowards. They was heroics. Okay? These was men of honor. Okay? David. All right? These men wasn't playing no games. These men wasn't cowards. All right? These men took on nations, governments. Okay, Jesus himself took on the government. All right, so hey, we're not playing that game with y'all. All right, so I'm telling y'all, you can sit there on the couch if you wanna. All right, but we're telling you that we're not gonna do that.
Not at all.
We're not gonna do that. We're gonna get out of poverty, and we're gonna get people up out of poverty because too many people in poverty, and they've been lying to y'all all the while. Oh, the economy is good. Oh, we got 15 million jobs. Oh, we got this, we got that. And all you got to do is walk around in the street and look and see people robbing and stealing. They got to go in the store, steal for their kids. Ain't nobody got nothing. Okay, so apparently they lying.
Well, you see, the whole thing about it is they figure, all right, they're listening to me. So the first thing these people say is, all right, unemployment done took a big jump because there are so many. No, that's not what happened. People's unemployment ran out. Ain't nobody got no job.
That's right.
All right, the unemployment ran out. You sitting up here talking about there's 10,000 jobs. 10,000 jobs, okay? So now, but why is that same person that you see every day standing next to you and ain't got no job? Who got the job? All right? Who got the job? If it's 10,000 jobs out there, why you ain't got no job? Why he ain't got no job? Why she ain't got no job? Why is it every time they go to apply for a job, it gets turned down?
That's right.
Okay? But then again, they're telling you the economy is booming. Only for them. Only for them.
They lying.
Because
Propaganda.
they got a job.
That's right.
You ain't got no job. I guarantee you, if you walk downtown Ithaca tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, you'll see them same people walking around looking for a job that ain't got no job, but there's 10,000 jobs out there. Where they at? Where they at?
Well, that's our time. So, hey, we want to make sure that you got a mouthful today, and we're letting you know that, listen, for 2019, it's leaving up out of here for 2020. We trying to, bring this in like, hey, getting people out of this thing, getting people out of this mess. This because poverty is destruction. We're not trying to hear that. We see you next week. Good night.
Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know, see from what here, too much blood a run. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say, global recession so food, Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youth, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. The gun and make we farm up the ground. You know, see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say, global recession so food, Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youth, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I.